Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jeremy Burr. I'm a senior solutions architect focused on managed service for Apache Flink. And today I'm really excited to talk about a cool new feature that was just launched within the managed service for Apache Flink. One of the pieces of feedback that we get from customers all the time is just how difficult it is to get up and started running new Apache Flink workloads. So to counter that, we created a new feature within managed service for Apache Flink called Blueprints. With Blueprints, you can get up and started in just a few minutes and with the click of a button to launch end-to-end streaming pipelines and streaming applications. And that includes data generation, stream storage, stream processing, and in one of the blueprints, we even feature stream delivery to a destination. So let's go over to the AWS Management Console and find out what blueprints are all about. So in the AWS Management Console, we're going to navigate over to our managed Apache Flink service. And once we're on the MSF page, we can then click on Create Streaming Application. And you'll see here you're presented with two options. You can either create an application from scratch, where you're developing your applications locally and then deploying those application jars or application files onto the managed service. But if you're just trying to get started, just trying to get a feel for MSF, or you just want to see the easiest way to launch your applications, you can select Use a Blueprint. And when you click that button, you'll see just what this blueprint launches. It is data generation into an Amazon Kinesis data stream, and that data is then piped into our managed service for Apache Flink. That application is going to do some general aggregation of the data, and then it's going to write that data to Amazon S3, durably stored. So if we come down, we can give the application a name. Let's call it My Flink Application, and we can click on Deploy Blueprint. This will take a few minutes to launch, so we'll pause the video here and come back when it's ready. Okay, it has been about 10 minutes, and the application has launched from the blueprint. Now we can see that it is running, and we can see all the details about how this was launched. The application actually uses two CloudFormation templates, one to get the assets for the code, and the second one to launch the infrastructure needed for the application. If we come into the Apache Flink dashboard, we can see that the application has been running for about 2 minutes, and everything looks good here. Now, the sample code that was sent is around 10,000 records, and we can validate that it is successful by coming over to our Amazon S3 bucket, which is linked in the application main page. So we can see some of our assets, but we can also take a look at the data that was written. Click on one of these files and query with S3 select just to quickly see the data. And we can see that the data was successfully written. This is just sample stock ticker data. Now, if you are interested in working with the Studio version of Managed Service for Apache Flink, let's navigate to a different region. This blueprint in particular will only work where MSK, the Managed Streaming for Apache Kafka service, serverless version is available. So we'll click on Create Studio Notebook, and in the same way that we did this before, we can click Use a Blueprint. And again, this will generate data and write it to an Amazon MSK topic. That data will then be read in to our managed service for Apache Flink, where we can then interact with that data in an Apache Zeppelin notebook. Let's go ahead and deploy this blueprint and we'll be back when it's ready. All right, so it's been a few minutes, and now we're ready to look at our blueprint that was created for Studio Notebooks. To get started interacting with our data in the Studio Notebooks, all we have to do is click on Open in Apache Zeppelin. From here, we'll find the note that was created on our behalf during the blueprint process. And we'll see some predefined notes in paragraphs in the Apache Zeppelin notebook. This first paragraph is really about defining some sample data that we're generating. And then we can see the data is already being queried actively from a source table that was predefined on your behalf. This notebook is pre-configured to listen to and consume from an MSK serverless topic. And you can see we're actively querying this data, and we can see some stock ticker information coming through. If we did want to interact with this data with some other sample queries that are provided to you, all you would need to do is stop that paragraph, come down here, generate some more data, and then create new paragraphs with new queries to fit your use case. And there you have it. Those are the two blueprints that are available now to use. And we will be launching additional blueprints in the future to fit our customers' needs. If you are interested in learning more about blueprints, I will include a link to the Blueprints GitHub page that is used to build all of the CloudFormation templates and all of the scripts used in the Blueprints Management Console. This GitHub page will have links to how to get started with blueprints, how to install them locally on your machine, and most importantly, how to modify them to fit your needs for your specific Apache Flink use case. So those are the blueprints, and we're really looking forward to seeing how our customers are able to get started even faster on managed service for Apache Flink with our blueprints feature. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Jeremy Burr, and thanks for watching.